Hi, this is Adam Diaz with Back to Radio, and you're listening to Fast Facts, the show that'll learn you something interesting in somewhere around 5 minutes or so. Apparently, South Park is playing its hand at being the soothsaying medium that is The Simpsons. That is, if you believe this meme that was going around last year suggesting everything would eventually become crab. This episode on Convergent Evolution in our final forms is courtesy of listener Daryl, who reached out with the idea. Now, first off, I would like to point out that no, it's not likely we as humans will ever evolve into a crab-like species for a multitude of reasons. For time and simplicity's sake, I would like to point to our fellow mammals who've returned to the aquatic-based life, and that they remained far from resembling anything with pincers and a carapace. But you're here for the facts, and there is something to the notion that all crustaceans are evolving into crab-shaped beings. Kind of. Published in the Biological Journal of the Linnean Society, Volume 121, Issue 1 is a research paper by Keeler, Richter, and Rinkner, titled 100 Years of Carcinization: The Evolution of the Crab-like Habitus in Anomura, Arthropoda, Crustacea. Here, my friend, is the birthplace of the meme in which our listener got the idea that everything would eventually become crab. But I'm sorry to be the bubble burster, that's not exactly what the study shows. In biology, there is this idea of taxonomic category. This is the whole animal kingdom, species, order, genus, etc. thing you've heard all your life but may not have paid too much attention to. Now, bear with me here. Anomura is a group of decapod crustaceans. They are the sister group to Brachyura, or the true crab. So this means all the species we will discuss are within the same subfamily. Another important point to note is that both subfamilies share a monophyletic source. That may be related. Monophyletic meaning descended from a common evolutionary ancestor. So what does this all mean? Well, the study that got the internet in a fuss was specific inquiry into the prevalence of morphological convergence of this subfamily, Anomura, into what we would consider true crab, which in English means stuff from one family over time started looking like stuff from another, and some scientists were wondering why. We have a term for when different organisms independently evolve similar traits, and we call that convergent evolution. An example off the top of my head could be sharks and dolphins looking comparatively similar despite being utterly unrelated. Now, as I mentioned, Anomura is quite closely related to the true crab. In fact, the subfamily is also known as false crab. But it is still interesting to scientists that a total of 5 species have evolved habitus so similarly, yet still as independent species. In other words, 5 different trips all arriving at the same destination. The culprits of this are the king crab, the hermit crab, the porcelain crab, the hairy stone crab, and the coconut crab, and boy, those things are frickin' creepy. But anyway, carcinization is the term for this apparent reappearing form of convergent evolution regarding morphology. So it's not that these animals are all of a sudden becoming another species, it's just that nature has for some reason decided that somehow by reducing the abdomen, flattening and broadening the carapace, and finally tucking or entirely hiding a crustacean's tail is somehow advantageous to a species' proliferation. Or at least that's what the scientists are trying to find out. Currently, the running theory is that it could have something to do with the ability to colonize new habitats or diversify into new species. Which is sound when you figure that the crabs make up nearly half of the entire taxonomic order of Decapoda. So, rest soundly knowing that your far-off progeny won't be some kind of cosmic horror man crab thing, but they may know the mystery of to why the Anomura keep trying to look more like their sisters from another mister. To recap, a research paper was published in 2017 exploring findings that have been observed since 1916. Science is attempting to understand the physical trait similarity that evolution is appearing to favor amongst decapod crustaceans, more specifically within the Anomura fake crab group. And the internet got wind of the term and completely ignored the abstract of the research paper and made some memes running the line, nature's trying to make everything a crab, and content makers made clickbait articles and videos. That's gonna be it for today for our uber quick dive into carcinization with a sprinkle of zoology. Please leave a like and comment if you learned a thing or two. Don't forget, if you'd like me to cover a topic, reach out on any of my socials at Back to Radio, or again, just comment below. All the facts with none of the filler crap is my guarantee. Adios.